sorry, my phone just stopped recording for some reason. So, look, where was I? Yeah, enjoying the good times. But, going overboard a bit. Having to do with, like, think about Leo. Leos are extravagant. They're like, yeah, I want the best of the best. That's not a problem, but you just gotta be aware of going just overboard in general. And you may have done that in the recent past. This is very interesting. Next, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. What does that mean? Now, Five of Pentacles in general is just, I'm just saying it, it's not the greatest card. Just want to pull because it has to do with poverty, feeling left out, abandonment. Look at this, boom. The symbolism is that of two individuals who look like they're almost homeless, and they're just hopeless looking. So the person just feels like not the person, but, well, it seems like it would be another person. If you're dealing with another person, or it could be you, but there's a chance of being possibly, like I said, becoming, and I'm not trying to freak anyone out, but becoming homeless and having poverty. However, in reverse, there is more hope, obviously. You can turn things around. All reverse tarot cards, some people don't read reversals. But I do, because I think it's the energy that's bringing it out. I think it needs to be, the way it is. Next, and I'll get more into this. Okay, so then we have, the future card is being frugal. Money again. See, let me tell you something. This is a very financial reading for Cancer. I can tell themes of readings. I don't typically just start saying, oh, this is a relationship reading, or blah, blah, blah. I just go with what's going on, or, how I feel. So, this Four of Pentacles, this guy is holding on to what he's got. And this is very possessive nature as well in relationships. Like I said, it could be like a Scrooge type card, a kind of Scrooge card. And there's no surprise there, because with overspending, being over extravagant, and then potential poverty, and being kicked out of something, kicked out of a house, kicked out of a relationship, just being like I said, feeling disregarded. And so there's Four of Pentacles here. This is, fours are always indicative. I don't know how to pronounce that word. They indicate, sort of balance in a way. Think about 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars or something, and that would hold. But if one pillar fell, one of, the whole place would eventually collapse, like a house of cards. So yeah, this is very interesting, because the overall feeling of this is, if we think about it here, we got the Three of Pentacles, Sun. That's, sorry, I'm trying to brainstorm here. Yeah, we got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got Sun, we got Mercury. Okay, so what I see here is a lot of activity, Venusian activity, and Mercury and the Sun. So, like I said before my video cut off before, because you're feeling lost, because you're feeling currently ignored, it's just not appreciated, things of that nature, one of your vices may be shopping. And, this is just definitely not a time to go overboard, And that's what this reading kind of tells me, that someone went overboard on something with spending. But the hope here is that we have some Mercury activity in the Sun, so a person needs to use their brain and come up with an idea to possibly collaborate with others to make money. But, then there's the issue of trust. Because this here, the reversal, it's kind of, it can indicate a lack of, and especially the Four of Pentacles as well. They don't trust anyone, especially with their money. And so that could be a detriment to their future, meaning that they'll lose out on opportunities because they're afraid of collaborating with other people because they think in the future they're going to get screwed over somehow. See, no. See, another thing is that the Five of Pentacles is fear. It's like I said, it's a depressing card, but in reverse. That means that, pretty much everything I said can turn around. And it's just the energy that when these cards come out this way. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. I ramble on a lot. But, I'm going to pull a clarifier for the Sun, Five Pentacles, and, Four Pentacles. That guy always reminds me of, like, Scrooge. That's why I call it the Scrooge card. Cancer, Cancer, on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? You, of course, correct? Alright. So, for the Sun, in the past, when I told you to overindulging and all that kind of crap, recent past, and that can even be in the past 5 seconds. It doesn't matter. It's just the past. And it's 7 of Cups. This has to do with emotions, and it has a lot to do with illusions. Look, this guy or whoever, he thinks he has everything. Whoa, look at all these options, man. Wow, so much to choose from. And that it reminds me of, I said, if you're a shopaholic, it's like you're a kid in a candy store. Sorry, it's not a joke. Because this could have caused some serious financial damage. Luckily for you, you're very financially astute and you have a good business acumen. So I feel that you can bounce out of this. The King of Swords is our clarifier for the Five of Pentacles I talked about, which is the present card. And this is a person who's coming in. But the King of Swords, he is like a man of the law. And see, the swords have to do with the brain. So this is a logical individual. They are usually very, powerful in nature. They can even be men of the court. So in reverse, this tells me there was some bad decision making. Wow, this reading is just popping all the way up. King of Swords has a lot to do with, like I said, air signs. So in this reading so far, I'm gathering a lot of, earth activity and air activity. So, this may be a reading that's meant, for, just a Virgo or something like that, Virgo activity. And then, finally, with the Four of Pentacles in the present, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, usually, pages have to do with information. Knights have to do with the delivery of that information. It's like, okay, thought, action, So, Page of Wands is usually a very creative individual. They are enthusiastic, they're youthful in their approach. They could be a little irresponsible, stuff like that. So, like, I almost want to be a kid again, but in reverse, let me think about this. I like to brainstorm. See, you know what, man? Think about it. Like, I feel that a Page of Wands in reverse would have information, but it could be, or news, or something like that, that could pertain to your creative endeavors. Something that you've been really, let's say you have a hobby, like you're a musician, or you're a writer, or you are just an enthusiast about something, a dancer. This is a time to try to turn that frown upside down. And try to make the best of a situation that you can't control at the time. Material, maybe in the past you made some monetary mistakes, or you chose materials over love, and you just had so many options, became confused, and you possibly were just like acting irresponsible. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not saying, I don't know if this might be, see, when readers do readings, it seems like they're talking about the other person. But I always kind of just aim it towards you, you know? But, you know, it could be another person, but I just want to, you know, put it out there because we all project. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we're all looking in a mirror to some degree, you know? In astrology, the ascendant mirrors the descendant, and the descendant has to do with relationships. When we're talking about, here I see this as more of a financial reading, you know? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. There's really, you know, not too much in this reading that says something about love. Cups have to do with the heart and stuff like that. But this really looks like a head over heart situation where you might have to push some things aside and make money a priority and try to earn it, but everything. But don't let it consume you and get, you know, too, like I said, overindulgent where you want to acquire stuff. And then I know people with closets full of things they never even opened, or clothes that they buy and they don't even try on. It's like, huh? It's a fix. And, you know, I've known a lot of people like this. But anyways, so that is, I hope I wasn't a negative reading or anything, but it can be done. You know, it's collaboration with others, trying to step outside of any type of selfish, long-held belief systems. Ugh, I can't talk. You know, that may be impeding your ability to work with others. Currently, you may, like I said, all this stuff may be very depressing for you. So, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel is that I feel like you can use your creative endeavors as a way of making money. Okay, if you're good at drawing, does it hurt to draw pictures and try to sell them on the internet? You know, this is like like I said, entrepreneurship and all that kind of stuff. But if you have that type of motivation, and it seems like, you know, but the sun in here, you've got a will. You know, they say that you're truly dead when you lose the will to live, when you don't have anything or anyone to attend to, no responsibilities, and you know, and you feel useless. So you're like a flower that just dies. I mean, we need the sun. So that's a very beneficial card to have in this reading. So, yeah, and the last card being a fire card, that gives me a lot of hope for the future. Wands are about enthusiasm, about we're gonna make it after all. Alright, with that, on a closing note, literally, because I closed on a note. Now, I think I'm this comedian. You know, I used to be a class clown or some whatever, you know? So thank you for listening to my reading. I'm sorry, they're kind of disjointed. I just started doing tarot videos lately. But I used to do, when I still want to do a lot of astrology videos. But tarot to me is just a lot more people learning pictures, you know? Like when we're kids, we grow up and we're taught in pictures. And so having a visual effect really helps people understand, rather than spouting off a lot of numbers and saying, well, you're more than 25 degrees Capricorn, squares Saturn in 0 degrees, in the 4th house, conjunct the IC, opposing Neptune. What the? And yeah. So, it's just a little, yeah, man, I love the math, man, but sometimes I just need to take a break and look at some pictures and say, you know what? Maybe there is hope. Maybe. I'm just playing. I mean, why else do people watch these videos? They're kind of a form of therapy, a form of self-help. So anyways, so I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I haven't been getting a lot of views on my stuff so lately, so I'm thinking to myself, oh man, it must suck and la la la, and I just kind of give up. But really quick, I just want to say, Leo is Sun, 20 degrees right now, and it's trying my Venus in the 5th house, conjunct Mercury and Neptune, and I thought, wow, hello, you're an astrologer, and you should know that it's like in the 5th house, a perfect opportunity to make a video, even though you feel sick, even though you have relationship difficulties, who cares? You know, I gotta push and pull myself out of depression, and Cancer, I see a lot of hope for you, and like, Yeah. All right then. Until next time. See ya.